36 years old. She has 3 children. She's in the process of getting a divorce. Last year she met Rick, the sparks flew. What started out as a fairy tale love affair turned into a nightmare for Diane. She is pregnant with Rick's baby. He says no way does he want the child. And if Diane plans to... He says if she keeps the baby, he leaves her. If she gives the baby up, he stays. All right. Let's back up a bit. How you had 3 children. This will be your 4th. How did you meet Rick?
I had just moved into the Georgia area and didn't know anyone, so I started going on telephone dates.
Okay.
We decided to go out. I hadn't been out dancing since I'd been in Georgia, and I really like to do that. So we decided to go out to a country club, and while we were talking on the phone, he basically told me, though, if you're fat, I'm not going to go out with you. Since he hadn't met me before, I mean, let's face it. So I told him that, you know, I was proportionate. I used to be overweight, but I'm fine now. And he said, well, I went out on one date. She opened the door. I couldn't even see through her, so I left. And I said, well, you don't have to worry. I said, if you don't like what you see, you go your way, I go my way. And he said, okay, fine. And I said, okay.
Didn't it occur to you that a man who says that is...
Well...
Anyhow... Why did you enter into a sexual relationship having 3 children? Why didn't you use birth control?
I had my tubes tied 6 years ago, after my last child was
How
born.
old are your children?
10, 9, and 6. My children are 10, 9, and 6. I had a lot of problems with my last pregnancy, and I did not want any children after I turned 30. I made that decision.
Okay.
I don't want any more children.
Then why didn't you use birth control?
I told him before we went to bed the first time, I said, look, I had my tubes tied, but nothing is ever 100%. If you want to protect yourself, you know what you can do.
What did he say?
He didn't use anything.
What?
He didn't use anything.
He didn't use anything.
He didn't use anything.
Okay, what happened when you told him you were pregnant?
He said, regardless, if I have this baby, if I give it up for adoption, that's worse than having, that's worse than keeping it. He thinks that if I have this baby and give it up for adoption, that's terrible. But yet, I could go ahead and get rid of it now. That way, he won't have to worry about it later.
Wait. I'm sorry, I don't understand. He wants you to keep the baby.
He wants me to have an abortion.
He wants you to have the abortion. What month are you in?
He thinks that's the best option.
What month are you in?
Beginning of my 4th.
Does he know anything about babies?
He's got 2.
Does he know what the terms of an abortion are, at what point you can have them?
No, he's got 2, and he didn't really want them while she was pregnant.
No, I'm just asking how much he knows about...
No, I don't know.
Oh, let's bring him out and find out. Rick. Rick, at what point may a woman safely have an abortion? At what point?
I don't really know. I was thinking it was like 24 weeks.
24 weeks?
Drawing. 3 months. 3 months.
3 months is how many weeks?
Yeah.
12.
12, okay.
12
and
weeks.
She's in her...
That's half of it.
She's in her 14th, 16th?
I'm in my 16th week.
16th week?
16th week.
I told her from the beginning to abort the baby because she has her 3, I have my 2. We don't need no more kids. It's ridiculous.
Well...
I don't want any more children either, but the fact is, it's here. And if you care about
you had your choice to get rid of it from the start.
And I told you from the very beginning.
What do you want her?
About that.
Question, Rick. What do you want her to do? It's here. What do you want her to do?
I guess she can keep it and take care of it by herself because I have 2 kids right now.
Can I ask why you didn't use protection?
She told me she was safe. After 6 years, and I come up after 6 years, and she gets pregnant, and it's mine? I don't think so. I think she lied to me.
Number 1, you're a snake.
I'm a snake?
Slow.
What are you?
What am I? What am I? Let me tell you what I am, okay? I got married at 19. I'm very happily married. For
I got
26
married
years,
at 20,
I have
and I
three
got 2
beautiful
kids, and I don't need any more.
Maybe your mother should have had the abortion with you.
It seems like it's a big mess instead of anything else. What are the kids going to do when the kids are born? Is it be a bigger mess than it is now? The kids ain't even born yet. It's a big mess now. What's going to happen later on? Nobody don't care about nobody right now.
This gentleman is right, Rick. I don't understand. It is not a time now where she can have an abortion. Even though you told her before, why didn't you use protection? Forget tubes tied, forget that. It happened with your wife. You know that can happen, 1 in a million.
She knew my plan from the start. I already had my kids. I'm raising my kids. I didn't want
Question
anyone.
is, why didn't you use protection?
She told me her tubes were tied.
Your wife's tubes were tied and she had a pregnancy.
That was 6 years ago she had hers. In 6 years she hasn't slept with anyone else, and it comes up that I'm the one that gets her pregnant? I don't think so. How do I even know it was me?
It's yours. It's yours.
All right. Do you love him?
Yes, I love him, and I think he loves me. And I think he loves his baby, even though he doesn't. Yes, I do, because whenever I go to the doctor, you say, how does it go? When the doctor's office calls, are
do you
okay?
love her? Do you love her?
I don't know.
No?
No, I don't.
You look at her and tell her you don't love her.
I don't love her.
And I don't believe you.
Go ahead.
How can you say you don't love her when you slept with her? What, you just sleep with people?
Do you sleep with people?
No.
Can I ask you
Just
something? You
because-
said if she was fat, you wouldn't date her. Look at you. You ain't all that. Look at them socks.
What is this? Look at you. Look at you. You got the big ass. You don't want to talk about somebody being big. You can wear a smaller size.
She said I'm a mother of 3 and I am all that.
Sally, I've got something I'd like to give him.
What?
I've got a picture of the baby. That was taken last week. That's the baby. That's something that we made together.
That doesn't even look like me.
You see that that's a child, and you want her to get rid of it, to kill that child, and you can. But do you actually, if he says if you got rid of it, you'd want him just because you get rid of it?
No, I want this baby. I would like him to be there with me.
Let me tell you something. There's a big difference between having a baby and being a father. A big difference. Now, y'all talking about taking a human life. This is not a game. It's a human life. And y'all don't seem to get it. Y'all are adults. If y'all responsible enough to have sex, y'all should be responsible enough to take care of y'all children.
How old are you?
I'm 17 years old. You're 36. How do I know that you don't?
There's a baby there. She is going to have the baby. Will you be a part of the baby's life or not?
No.
We'll be right back.
What made you not love me all of a sudden, Ron?
These two were involved until you got involved.
Is your husband leaving you for the woman he got pregnant? If so, call us at 800-93-SALLY and tell us about it.
backstage with Kelly and her mother, Kathy. Kelly is 19 years old. She's 7.5 months pregnant. She says her fiancé, Ron, dumped her when she got pregnant, and she blames his meddling mom, Teresa. Kelly, you're convinced that Ron dumped you because you got pregnant?
Yes, I am.
All right. You know that Ron and Teresa have told us a different story. They also said that you are so manipulative, they insisted they be on stage before you. So I'm going to ask you to wait here for a few minutes while I'll go talk to them, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Ron, Kelly told us that you were engaged to be married when she got pregnant.
Yeah.
Is that the truth?
Yeah.
Okay. She said that you think Kelly is trying to trap you with the pregnancy. What makes you think that?
She was losing control. That's what she was doing.
Sorry?
She was losing control.
Losing control of what?
Of him.
Teresa, Kelly says part of the problem is that you keep interfering in their relationship. Is
No,
that
it's
true?
Kathy.
Okay. Let's bring Kelly and her mom, Kathy, out here. Kelly and Kathy, come on out here.
Take and stay out of it. These two might have gotten farther.
Kelly.
Teresa.
No more.
You are a meddling bitch. Is
You're
what
a
you are. If you would have stayed out of their life, these two would be together, you bitch. These two were in love until you got involved. Your son was staying at my house every night of the week.
Because you wouldn't let him go.
And then you're trying to tell everybody that my
Wait a minute.
black baby.
Yeah.
You bitch.
She could be.
You
All right,
bitch.
all right,
Yeah,
all right.
She's freaking screwed around.
Wait a minute.
See about that, because she's got a
Wait a
month and a
minute.
half left.
Wait a
Right?
minute.
We'll
Wait
have
a
a test
minute.
done.
Does anybody here see what the problem is? Yes. Here's what we would like.
She does this all the time. She will not stay out.
Listen to me. Here's what we would like to do.
My
We would
daughter
like.
was walking around 7.5 months
Wait,
pregnant.
we would like.
These two were in love.
We would like both
Yeah, if you
mothers
stayed out
not
of
to
it, they
talk.
Are
Hello.
in everybody's business, you bitch.
We would like both mothers not to talk. Can I please talk to the kids?
Sure.
Kelly, what's going on here? Were you in love?
Yes, I was.
What happened?
Actually, I don't know what happened.
Are the mothers in the way?
His mother is.
Are you sure this is
Your mother's
his
sweet and
baby?
innocent?
I didn't
Don't
say that
think
my
so.
mother was sweet and innocent, Terry.
No,
But
don't.
you're
The
always
mothers
involved with me,
cannot
Ron, and
talk.
what your problem is you can't control
Kelly.
me. That's it.
Kelly,
wanna control you.
is this Ron's baby?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Are you in love with her? Were you in love with her? Are you in love with her?
No, not now. And I think from the beginning it was infatuation.
Ron, you are full. Ron, you look at me right now and you tell me that you are not in love with my daughter. No, actually, Kelly, you look at Ron and you make Ron tell you that he was not in love with you.
I rest my
All right,
case.
Ron? Because you are full of okay? Your mother controls your life. Just like your father said. Your mother is a controlling bitch. You don't even go see your own father because she controls you so much.
Oh, give me a break. She's taking
and
after
you know
your
this baby
footsteps.
is yours. You wanted a baby. If I had those letters to bring out in this public, I would bring them and read them out loud, saying how you wanted my daughter to have your baby. And when she was 2 months pregnant, you'd come to my house and she'd lay on my couch and you'd rub her stomach saying, "How's my baby doing?"
Then what went wrong?
No way. I don't think so.
Ron.
And call her from work every hour. How's our little baby doing?
What went
and
wrong?
Doctor's visits with her, Ron. And you're trying to deny
Kelly,
that you're the father.
what went wrong? If that was
you
all
are the
true,
father, and
what?
you know it.
Can you ask
Whether
your mother
she
to?
dated a black man
Hello,
before
hello,
that.
hello. Could I ask Kelly, in your mind, what went
Say it,
wrong?
Ronnie. Don't hold back.
I don't know what went wrong. We were living together, and
You were living together.
Right. And I ended up pregnant.
Okay.
I found out that I was pregnant like 2 weeks after we had moved into our apartment.
Okay.
You knew way before.
Ron needed his car to be fixed or whatever, and he went home. He moved out.
Moved out with no explanation. I went away on vacation, came back on a Sunday evening. My daughter and her boyfriend were doing fine. I went to visit them that night. Monday, Sally, he came to my daughter's apartment and moved his stuff out with no explanation, and she kept him away from her.
Okay, Ron, let me ask you something. Is this your child?
I think so, but it might not be.
Please, Ron. Give me a
The
break.
time the doctor says she got
Ron,
pregnant,
I will
we
do a
broke
blood
up.
test for you right this second. If I
I have nothing.
If it's your child.
I have nothing against the baby. I'll be a part of its life, but I don't want to be a part of hers.
Okay, you do not want to be a part of hers.
No.
You are not in love with
Why,
her.
Ron?
He's not backing
Why?
away from the baby.
Why, Ron?
If it is
Why
his.
are you not? Why did you?
Why?
Or whether she had a runaway visit her in your apartment or not, is that a reason not to be in love with somebody, not to want their child?
No,
not
it was
to-
things leading up to that.
Why
She was
don't you
always
love me
controlling,
anymore, Ron?
always telling me what to do.
Okay.
And if she didn't get her way, it was, you're out the door.
Okay. Kelly, are you in love with him?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
You got a
Kelly,
funny way of showing it.
talk. Both mothers keep quiet. Kelly, talk to Ron. Just talk to him. Ron, look at her. Look at her. What do you want to say to him?
What made you not love me all of a sudden, Ron?
It was working up to it. The way you were.
I couldn't even have any friends.
Please, I had no friends because of you.
You had no friends because of yourself, Ron, because you didn't want to make
She'll be right back.
He told me he had a vasectomy. He told me that he had a low sperm count. I said, wait, I need you. I said, don't leave me like this. And he said, I don't know you. He said, I don't want to be with you. Listen, bull, you make them you support him.
Today, women who say that what should have been the happiest moment of their lives when they found out they were pregnant turned into their worst nightmare when the men they loved dumped them. Meet Melissa. Melissa's 4 months pregnant. She says she was in a committed, loving relationship with Doug. He says this was a quick, casual fling. She says he dumped her when she got pregnant with his baby. He says she's the one who betrayed him. Melissa, we've had two completely different stories. First, tell me about your relationship from your point of view with Doug.
It was wonderful. I mean, we went out. He kept telling me he, cared about me. We seen each other all the time.
What's all the time? If he says it's a quick fling.
Well, every time he left his wife, I mean,
What do you mean every time he left his wife?
He kept telling me that he was going to get a divorce. And
was he living with his wife?
No, not when we were dating, no.
He was not living with her?
No, he was separated.
Okay.
He lived with his brother, and we started dating. We went out, and...
How long?
For about 6 months.
6 months?
Uh-huh, 6
So
months.
in your mind, this is long enough to be in love, to have a committed relationship, to get pregnant, even if he wasn't divorced?
I loved him.
Did you and Doug discuss marriage, the possibility of having children together?
If I ever got pregnant, yes, we talked about, he said that if I ever got pregnant, we would get married.
Okay.
But
and what happened?
He doesn't talk to me. He doesn't even acknowledge that I'm pregnant. He doesn't even, we've talked. He told me he had a vasectomy. All right? If he had a vasectomy, why am I pregnant?
Okay.
After the vasectomy thing, I called him up on that. He told me that he had a low sperm count. All right.
He's had a vasectomy and a low sperm count?
Yeah, all in the same day.
What do you want now? Do you want him in your life?
No, I want him in my baby's life. I just want him to take responsibility of my baby.
He says you tricked, trapped, and betrayed him.
I didn't trap and betray him. I don't see how I can because I don't want him. I just want the
him
baby
in her life.
Right.
Do you have any other children?
I have 2.
2 other children. Okay. Let's hear Doug's side of the story. Doug, come on out. Doug, has Melissa been telling us the truth?
Let me put the record straight, Sally. It was a fling what we had, and this really made me mad sitting backstage. I like Melissa as a person, but I was only with her twice, and she said she was on the pill. And
that's not true. We were together more than twice.
She says you lived together for 6 months.
6 months,
yeah.
But we wasn't a couple for 6 months. We was only together twice.
This is just somebody you slept with twice?
Right.
Just a little fling? All right.
It was just a fling, and you know, I was separated from my wife, and I'm going through a divorce right now, and it just happened. It was a fling on my part.
Does your wife know you're going through a divorce?
Yes, we are separated right now.
Okay. Doug, what did you think when Melissa told you she was pregnant?
Well,
If she was trashy,
I was concerned, and let me say this to everybody. The reason I say this, another gentleman came to speak to my brother and told me I was worried and concerned that it might be my baby. And he said, I just want to tell you that don't be worried because I slept with her a night before you did, and it's possible that this is my baby.
No, I have a stalker. He is a stalker. It is on the police records. He is a stalker.
Did you sleep with the stalker?
No.
Melissa, in your mind, he's the only guy you've slept with. There's no possibility that he is not the father. He is absolutely the father.
He's the only guy I have been with since I've had my second child.
It doesn't matter whether or not it's a fling or if it's a relationship. You were responsible enough to lay down and have sex with her. You should be responsible enough to care for this baby.
We'll be right back.
You make them you support them.
The things that can happen when you're pregnant. This is Phyllis now, whole different story. Phyllis is 30 years old, 6.5 months pregnant with her first child. She and her husband have been trying for over a year to have a child. She went to a fertility doctor because she had endometriosis. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she felt guilty about not giving her husband a child, and so she went into therapy. Things did not work out the way she thought. What happened?
The minute I got pregnant, my husband just left.
Just disappeared. After
he split, but says he would come back if I had an abortion.
So much for good Catholic boy. All right. Meet Sandra. Sandra was pregnant with twins when her boyfriend dumped her. Sandra, what happened? Were you trying to get pregnant?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I was on the pill, and since I had migraines, they had to lower the dosage to try and find out what level that I could stay at. And I told him the whole time that I didn't want to have another baby because I already had a daughter. And so I bought condoms And so I asked him, I said, please wear these because I want to make sure that I don't get pregnant. During sex, he would take them off.
Okay.
So he went away for 6 weeks to basic training in the Army. When he came back, I had went to the doctor that same day, and I had started showing, and I didn't realize I was pregnant. I thought I had a tumor. I went to the doctor. I said, something's wrong. My stomach's getting really big. I don't know what's the matter. He did a sonogram. He goes, oh, there's two. I said, what, 2 tumors? He said, no, there's 2 babies. I said, no, there's 2 tumors. He goes, no, there's 2 babies. I said, no, there's 2 tumors. I can't, no. I already have a baby. I'm a single parent. I can't have 2 more babies. And he said, you need to go talk to the father and decide what you want to do. So that very minute, I went to his house. I talked to him. He came walking out. I took the picture of the sonogram up to him. I said, we're going to have a baby. And he just looked at me. I said, well, actually, we're going to have 2 babies. And he took the picture. He looked at it. He dropped it on the ground. He stepped on it. He walked away. I said, wait, I need you. I need you. I said, don't leave me like this. And he said, I don't know you. He said, I don't want to deal with you.
Have you heard from him since?
I didn't hear from him until the day I had the babies. The person that I kept going to for support, he ended up marrying. He brought her to the hospital to see my babies. His mother bought all kinds of presents to bring to the babies since I had nothing for them. He took the presents back and went out and bought himself new clothes and took her out for a steak dinner.
How much money has he contributed to the twins?
Not 1 penny.
Not one penny.
Nothing.
And have you tried through the state, through the police, to get to him?
Yes, and he's unemployed. He married a 17-year-old stripper, and now
So
they have a baby. They have a baby, and they live on welfare.
Okay, can't. Now, I want to introduce to you someone who's been with us before. Daryl first came to our show a year and a half ago. This was a show called Pregnant and Dumb. Take a look at this.
To tell you the truth, it's not my responsibility. She has a daughter. She has a daughter. Hear me out. She has a daughter. Raise the daughter by herself. You have a son coming now. Raise him by yourself.
My daughter's father's dead. You are still alive.
I'm alive, but
now,
consider
if
me
you
dead.
die, that's
Consider
a
me
different
dead.
story.
Consider me dead.
I can't because your heart's still beating.
But consider me dead.
Well, Daryl did come back after that show. We brought him back for an update show. Now, there's a lesson in all of this, guys. Stay with us. We found out he'd gotten another girl pregnant with twins. Take a look at this.
Children. Now, the real reason why I didn't want this baby was because I already knew that I had 2 more coming.
But
I'm
we're
with
both
her.
do it at the same time.
Yeah.
What? Daryl, you've been on the other side of this situation. You've
Yeah.
gotten one woman pregnant with one and then another pregnant with twins. How could a man walk away from a woman carrying his child?
Okay, now, everybody's getting bashed up here. All the guys are getting bashed up here. And I'm here to speak for the guys. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out, all right? Because, look, you talk about protection and stuff like that. I used protection, and she still got pregnant. Okay? It happened. I didn't want that child. It happened. I stepped out. I'm back now. Now, she's got another man. The girl with the...
Excuse me. This is bull.
No, this is true.
This is bull.
No,
this is bull.
true.
You
No,
make them.
no.
You support them.
I am supporting them. I am supporting them.
Then
but
don't
I
be
stepped
saying
away.
we're bashing them in.
No,
Look
everybody
at
is
him.
bashing
Look
them in.
at him.
What about
The
you?
picture
Look at
says
you.
we don't look like
Take
this.
responsibility for yourself. Wait, you just gotta get on with your life
And
like
he's
I
got to wear
did.
disguise. He can make
What
it.
about
He has
the
to wear
babies?
disguise.
The babies-
What about the babies?
He
They
shouldn't.
suffer.
Oh my God.
The
Oh my
babies suffer. The babies do suffer. I hear you. The babies do suffer. But yo, you're on your own now. You got kids. You're gonna have a kid. You're gonna be on your own. I'm on my own with kids out there that I'm gonna have
And
to
a lot
support.
of them, it seems.
Hey, I'm having fun.
You're having fun. Let's not support him. Let's not support him. Let's just have
I'm not talking
fun.
about support.
Listen,
I'm supporting.
I'm having fun.
making
Okay.
any claims.
Dara, are there any
I'm
other
supporting
girls you've
kids.
gotten pregnant since
No,
we've
no,
seen
that's
you
it.
last?
No. A lot of times relationships don't work out. And you go on with your life, okay?
Dara,
now, when there's
who's-
kids involved,
Dara?
you still have to go on with your life.
Dara?
Now, we're getting bashed because, okay, we got the woman pregnant, but then again, she lied down for us, okay? I'm not denying that it is. It is my baby, fine.
If you're so worried about getting pregnant, have your partner put the condom
Go
on.
ahead.
Put it on yourself.
Go ahead.
Shut up.
This is so sad.
Go ahead.
I'm talking to all you guys. This is so sad for me standing here. I'm married 2 years. I'll do anything to have a baby. I worked with children for 20 years, handicapped children. I want a child so bad I would pay, if I had to pay $100,000 to have a child, I would have a child. Debbie, I love you. I want a child so bad. I'm 39 years old.
I'm going to give him a hug. They don't understand. They just don't
guys
understand.
don't understand.
You don't understand.
I spent $10,000 like it's nothing.
Just to try to have a baby.
Just to have a baby.
You know what a
I'm
gift
going
this
through a
is?
process of adopting now because I'm so afraid to adopt in the United States because they take the baby away. I'm so scared. I'm going to China. If it costs me $100,000, I have a house, I have a brand new cars, I have everything you want in life.
Not a child.
Just give me a child.
Guys, take a look.
That's
That's what a
all I
man
want.
looks like.
One child, that's all I want. Before I die, I want one child. I beg God, I give my church. This is the God's honest truth. I give my church.
And there are people
See,
who want to
may
have
be
abortion.
funny.
But you're
It
a
may be
man.
funny.
Up here, there
I
is
don't
no
care.
excuses. All
It
all
gets me
these
sick
male
when you
people up
guys
here
don't-
are
you
not
make this
acting
thing-
like men.
You're all older men. I'm 24 years old. My girlfriend's sitting right here. I'm totally in love with her. If she, God forbid, ever got pregnant, and I practice safe sex. I buy condoms. I make sure everything's okay. God forbid something happened, I'd stick by her tooth and nail. Sir, you should go back to the rock you crawled out from under. But anybody else, once the kids get picked.
We'll be right back.
You are the five. Get off my stage.
Babies are a reality. This is Shannon, who's here with her son Jonathan, who's 7.5 months old, would you say? Yeah. And her parents, Phyllis and Richard. Shannon was also dumped by her boyfriend when she got pregnant. What happened?
He just stopped calling and stopped, coming over and everything. And then at the same time, I didn't know it now, but at the same time, when he was saying he was going to be there for me, he was with his ex-fiance. And then right after he was born, like a week later, he married another lady, the same girl that he was with. And he hasn't paid.
What has this done to your daughter's opinion of men?
I don't believe she'll ever trust anyone again. It's going to
Does
be very hard.
I would think that would be.
It's her first relationship, first sexual relationship. He took her virginity too. So.
You should know that Shannon's smooth-talking boyfriend backed out of appearing on the show, probably because he hasn't paid a dime of child support since the baby's been born. I want this guy to know, we know who you are. We are going to follow up. We are going to make sure that you take responsibility for this baby. Now, you give us all the facts and figures and we'll make it happen. Let's talk to our relationship expert, Dr. Ginger Grancanola. Ginger, a little applause for Ginger. Ginger, let's first deal with the pain and rejection the women are feeling. How do they get past it?
The pain and the rejection that the women are feeling can be resolved if they understand.
This is Phyllis and Sandra particularly right now.
They may hurt today, but look at this mother and the baby. Look at the gift of being able to say, I did right by this child. What the women have to do is now make a new choice. Choices have been made here. And I might say the choices that have been made are going to make mess upon mess upon mess. There's no way that the decisions here just affect the men, just affect the women. This is affecting lives. There's maybe a dozen babies out of this whole thing that we will also, as taxpayers, may be responsible for.
You know what, Ginger? There's more than a dozen. I just added it up. For women who don't want the men in their lives anymore, how do they handle it as the children grow up? What do they say to the children?
What they must say to the child is, I'm your mother. I took the love that I have in my heart for you and did right for you. Someday, that child will get old enough, and they will go and find the father. And no matter how quickly a father like Rick may be able to say no, someday that child's going to come and find these men and look in the eye and say, tell me no now. Tell me no, you didn't want me now. Tell me to my face. I don't think they will be so quick to have a ready answer or to have even a selfish answer, because a decision about a child can never, ever be selfish. How they made the baby didn't happen alone. How you take care of a baby can never be alone. It involves many people.
Even the village.
Even the village.
Hillary Rodham
Yes.
Clinton said. We'll take a break, and I want you to deal with each one of these cases when we return. Ginger, let's start with Diane and Richard. In this case, there was no deception. They discussed the fact they didn't want more children before they had a sexual relationship. However, a baby's coming. How can you solve the problem? Diane and Richard, raise your hand, please.
Yes. She absolutely has to continue to take care of the child on her own. It's very obvious that he is not going to be supporting to her. He's not supporting her now.
He already told her he didn't love her.
Exactly. So whatever she might have had in her mind about the relationship is also not there anymore. Whatever design she might have had for what their life could have been, I'd like the child to have a father, etc. I have to tell you, the probability of that is not there. And so what you must deal with now, we make choices, we make decisions, and then the bottom line comes, what's the reality? The reality is you are a mother. You know how to mother. Take this child and go on to the future and absolutely teach your children, and I would say this to all of the mothers, that when you make a choice in your life, know the long-term effects of any decision that you make.
Okay. What about the case of the two mothers and their two 19-year-old kids?
That could be a whole series on its own. The mothers have their own problems. I can't say that the young couple wouldn't have had problems anyway. I think that this has just been magnified due to what I would consider to be two controlling and interfering mothers, not just one. I think before we can be concerned, again, there's a reality call. As you mentioned it before, there's a priority call. Before we can determine anything about what's going to happen between the relationship of the two young people, the priority is the health, the care of the child. And that must be first. If the gentleman is willing to participate in that, then there may be a relationship that could follow afterwards. But the reality has to be, what about this unborn child? That must be number one, no matter what. And the mothers must put that in their mind first.
What are you going to tell me?
I think if you don't want to have any children, or may I say you don't want to have any more children, then I would suggest that you make an absolute permanent surgical adjustment.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm careful now.
You need to be.
I'm there for the kids now, and I'm careful now.
That's
and
good.
The show changed me.
I'm glad to hear that.
I ain't looking for no applause. I'm just telling you the truth.
I think you really...
I was hoping that we had some words of advice for Phyllis and Sandra, but I think they're doing well on their own, actually. It's not easy. Right?
Yes, I think that they have actually made a mature, new decision based on the reality, and I think they are going to go forward and make a life and love their children. And again, most important, teach your children thoughts. Actions have long-term ramifications.
Go ahead.
I just want to say, especially to Daryl right there, you have a rotten attitude.
Why do I have a rotten attitude?
Okay.
I'm telling the truth. It's the truth.
You guys all think, everybody knows what sex does. It produces children.
Yes, it does.
You guys look at it as a romp in the hay, have some fun.
No.
But everything has consequences, and you do not realize this. These kids are going to be the ones that are going to be suffering for this.
These kids...
Go ahead.
I just want to say one thing. I think there's one positive thing that comes out of this, and that's that these kids that are going to be born don't have to grow up with chumps like you guys as their role models.
We'll be right back.
You are the five. Get off my stage.
Yeah, two women, I guess Kelly and Diane, are both the ones who said they're still in love with the men. Am I correct? All the others are okay. They can live with it. They can be over it. But I feel kind of bad. Diane, are you all right with what? Come here. Are you all right with what she told you? Yeah? It isn't going to be easy, though, is it?
No, it's not. You know, I want Rick to be around because...
But he's not going to be.
Because, you know, I want him to take our son fishing, you know. That's something that he loves to do. And I feel like one day he will come around, you know. I mean, he was like this before. He didn't want his other children in the beginning. And he eventually came around. I don't know what changed his mind, but I feel like once this baby's born, maybe he might come around. And
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not so sure. Not so sure. Okay, come on. You know, it's just probably something you have to do.